Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today I thought I would talk about the Roadmap Roundup that they posted back on September 8th. So that was just a couple of days ago. Yeah, it was very interesting and sad at the same time. We got some different changes going on. So if you take a look at the notable changes in the release view, you've got the scoreboard UI improvements. They're converting all the scoreboards in Arena Commander and Star Marine to work with building blocks. So it gives them it just gives them a better way to track everything, and it's just easier if everything is on the same page, like the building blocks. Pirate Swarm and Vandal Swarm improvements. So they've detailed the rebalance of the different waves for Arena Commander's Pirate Swarm and Vandal Swarm, and they're aiming for a more engaging player experience in those modes. So I enjoyed those modes, but I'm interested to see how they're going to make them more engaging. And I mean, the AI is probably going to be improved. Obviously, the weapons have changed in 3.14, so we'll have to see what kind of improvements they've made to both of those. I know the maps are much larger and more improved as well. So, features that have passed their final review for 3.15. So this is stuff that is definitely going to be in 3.15. You have the actor feature, personal inventory. So we got personal inventory that's definitely going to be in, and next week's Inside Star Citizen will talk about personal inventory and how that's supposed to work. Right now we have an unlimited infinite inventory system. That's going away. You're going to have to store stuff on your person or in your ships, or maybe even at home halves. I don't know how they're going to do that, but definitely ships and on your person. Tech, healing tier 0. So we'll definitely have the first stage of healing in the game. We talked about that a little bit in the Inside Star Citizen video. It was really good. They've got NPC healing going in. So all this is kind of related in a way. It's going to be really interesting to see how it all pans out, what kind of bugs they're going to come up with. I think it's going to be pretty solid. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting system setup. Physical and local inventory support. So that goes back to the personal inventory thing. Then they have Asset Manager for the mobiGlas app. That's going to be improved upon so that you can better see where all of your stuff is. You know, what ship it's in, what, you know, armor it's located with, or whatever. Doctor and nurse AI behaviors are going to be in. So you'll have doctors that act like doctors, hopefully, and nurses and so on and so forth. So they'll kind of give you a once-over or checkup or whatever when you have to be generated or healed. They'll have some sort of set speech pattern or something that they go through. Pure Life medical tools. So you'll be able to heal people on the go. But we don't know to what extent. I know they have the different types of medipens, I guess you want to call them. They can help some different conditions. How much it will heal or how much it will help is yet to be determined, or at least yet to be revealed, I should. The Grey Cat multi-tool healing attachment, it's going to be like the Pure Life medical tool. It's pretty much the multi-tool with a healing attachment tied to it. Scoreboard UI improvements, which we talked about up there. Now, some things have been pushed into further patches due to the change in direction for the development team. So the development team now is, a lot of them are being more focused on Squadron 42, and they're going to implement this feature in Squadron 42, and then once it's in Squadron 42 and they actually have the thing solid and how they want it, they will import it into the persistent universe. As right now, or as of things the way they were before, they would work on it in conjunction and things wouldn't get ironed out completely. The feature wouldn't be ready, just the first stages of the feature. So yeah, they're gonna focus purely on how it can benefit Squadron 42 first, and once it's done, they'll move it into the PU and iron out whatever bugs that might happen from there. So pretty interesting. So Now, with that being implemented, some of these have been moved to 3.18, which is a long ways away, guys. Yeah. So you've got FPS, radar, and scanning, actor feature, EVA Tier 2, hacking tech, which everybody's been wanting to get, and 0G push and pull, which has been pushed back since, like, I think 2017 or 2018. This thing is the redhead stepchild of development. They removed these two from the schedule completely. That's cutting Tier 2 and weapon charge or drain Tier 0. So I imagine that's going to be more towards FPS weapons, but I could be wrong. We don't know. Maybe it'll work maybe in conjunction with sucker punch type cannons. Who knows? They didn't really go into detail on that. So let's talk about the sprints that they had. What has been completed on the sprint side of things? AI ground vehicles. One developer finished that. AI off-duty activities, sleeping. 3 devs worked on that. And that's both in Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. AI planetary navigation. 1 dev worked on that and finished it. Creature rigging pipeline. 1 dev worked on it. Crusader Hercules Starlifter A2. 17 devs worked on it for Star Citizen and completed it. Freeform variable API. 1 dev worked on that and finished it. The FS Tech animation asset integration. That's a lot. 4 devs worked on that. Hospital nurses, 2 devs. Hospitals Tier 0, 36 devs. Inventory unstow, 2 devs. Item port mod API, 1 dev. That's going to be important for personal inventory, among other things. Moab, 4 devs. That's the mother of all bombs that the A2 will carry. Physical damage and breakability. 3 devs worked on that. We really haven't talked a whole lot about it and haven't heard a whole lot about it. Hopefully they'll go into a little more detail in next week. Physical QT movement. 1 dev finished that. That's fantastic news because I think that's what they were talking about, being able to do random QT jumps. Shard Manager, 3 devs worked on that and finished it. Subsumption Editor Integration, 1 dev worked on it and finished it. Vehicle-to-vehicle loadout spawning, 2 devs worked on that and finished it. That's cool. Maybe that means you'll be able to change your loadouts on the fly while certain ships. Then sprints that they've started. Checkpoint, restore ship state. 1 dev worked on that. That was for Squadron 42. So I imagine that was, save point type. Long distance probing. 3 devs worked on that. Mel Specialist Heavy RRS Armor. 2 devs worked on that. That is in Star Citizen as well. Maya Live Link. 2 devs worked on, or are working on that. Sorry. Player interaction experience. Tier 1 lockers and inventory. 6 devs started work on that. Spectrum Party Sync. 1 dev started work on that. Now, does that mean we're actually going to start getting VoIP in Spectrum, and it's going to finally start integrating Spectrum into the persistent universe? I don't know. Then some unannounced content. 7 devs worked on or started work on, and unannounced tech. 4 devs started working on. So that is the roadmap roundup for September 8th, 2021. Some interesting news there. And obviously, there's going to be some other stuff slip from probably 3.15 or 3.16, sorry, and further out. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how all this new development direction, how it takes things or where it takes things. So, guys, what do you think of this week's Roadmap Roundup? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button, as it helps me on the algorithm. I'd really love to get to at least 10,000 subscribers, hopefully before the end of the year. I know that's a big, hard push to get to, but it would be awesome if I could hit that. So share with your friends. Let them know about my channel. Hopefully they will like it as well. And if you haven't joined my YouTube members program or the Patreon program, why not? You can join the YouTube members for as low as $1, and that's definitely appreciated. It helps me out a ton. You wouldn't believe how much. And also, if you want to watch the ads all the way through and click on the ads, that also helps the channel out as well. So thank everybody who's been doing that. You guys are awesome. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.